to talk about Time Cube later, but I think this is a good spot to start the episode.
Okay.
Yeah. Hello, my name is Dale Flashpoint, and this is Club Flashpoint, and I would like to introduce you to the wonderful person that hosts the show with me, and their name is Faden Cross.
Hi, I'm Faden. Yeah, it's another month of Club Flashpoint where we played some video
And some game.
and some games.
I did both, I think.
I did both of... I've been on big movie mode
Oh, man.
recently. I've seen, like, so many movies.
Yeah.
And that's not games, though.
They're good movies, I'm sure. You probably have seen some of the same ones that I've seen, because I've seen some of them with you. But anyway, games.
Games. Dale, what have you been playing this month?
I've played a really good game this month, and it's a game that I've had my radar on since. Radar is going to be relevant with this game, you'll see.
Oh,
very
foreshadowing.
Woo!
Chekhov's radar.
Chekhov's radar. Anyway.
Three Sisters radar.
The Nintendo Switch Direct that I first saw this game on was, I think, a year ago at this point. The game's called In Other Waters.
Uncle Vondar.
Uncle Vondar's Waters.
Yep.
In Other Waters is, I would at this point describe it as a minimal Metroidvania.
Minimalist, but for Metroidvania.
Yeah.
Finally, the modernists have come for
The
it.
modernists have come for the Metroidvania, and it's here. It takes the place of a bio-explorative planetary alien discovery. The minimalist adventure takes the shape of this adventure onto a foreign planet, and the planet is an ocean world. So you're going underwater in this dive suit that is controlled by the AI player character.
Okay.
But the dive suit is inhabited by an NPC who is Ellery Voss, a doctor who has come to this planet to find her former co-worker, Dr. Minet, the first person to step foot into this ocean world.
Okay, so the original discoverer just missing.
Gone. Don't know
Okay.
what happened to him.
How big is the ocean planet? Like, is it, like, very huge, explorable? Like,
It seems very vast.
all right.
I think I'm only about a third of the way through at this point. I tried to get further and I thought, this is going to be a short game, but oh no. I'm going to get some fun out of this.
So, you said it's a Metroidvania. What, like, type of abilities are you getting to unlock different areas? What are your modes of traversal? Does it feel good to move around? Because when I think of Metroidvanias, I think of, like, Hollow Knight and how good it feels to just dash around or crystal dash or jump and hop.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is where it takes a Metroidvania and turns it on its head.
Oh.
Yes, you are progressing through this world and unlocking new abilities with the suit, with the aliens that inhabit the planet, learning how to harness them to change the terrain, which, by the way, I haven't said this yet. Minimalist, I've kept hinting at that. The entire interface is represented as a sonar screen.
Oh.
Where you're looking at the circular map of the sonar, and then you can zoom the camera out. And from there, you can see the topography, simply the topography of this ocean world.
Okay, so you're seeing like rocks, peaks, valleys, and just...
But only represented by lines and colors.
All right, so they don't need to have any like graphics rendering it at all. You just operate by sonar map.
You just operate by sonar map. So
That's
circle
really
your
cool.
map, you send out a pulse and see these flashes of yellow light up, and it's the aliens and the wildlife that this planet has beneath its ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see little dots. It's all just dots and specks of bright yellow. And then as I kept progressing in the world, the colors started to change. Different parts of the ocean are represented by deeper hues of orange or green, or brighter hues of yellow and sometimes white light.
Okay, so it's very like expressionist.
Yeah, expressionist and kind of
Vivid
abstract,
colors.
but not abstract. It's a very familiar, like, nautical interface.
Okay.
As you go, your suit will pick up samples of the world, and the samples are documented back at this base where you can read the entries that Yrg'f puts together as she discovers these new biological entities never before seen by human eyes.
That's awesome.
It's so cool. And the more samples you bring back, the more diary entries you can read from Yrg'f. And finally, if you get enough samples, you get to see her sketch of the alien creature.
Ooh.
It's so fascinating. So I'm going to be driven
Okay.
to collect as many samples as I can and
Yeah,
fill out
catalog
the
all the
biodiversity.
beasts.
Yeah. If you're into any kind of biology at all, just reading what Yrg'f has to say about the foreign and alien wildlife is so much fun. It brings us so much satisfaction when my partner and I play it together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you also mentioned you love the music too.
Oh, the music is alien. It is so, like, it's these synthesizers and almost no percussion.
Okay.
But you can feel the pulses in the synthesizers, and that kind of creates a percussive, almost heartbeat to the waters that you as you explore, you'll hear the rushing and whooshing of things. And
Well,
then,
it's like waves kind of have a heartbeat to them too because they are pulsating.
yeah,
Like the sensation of waves and oceans going through, you can feel like pulses.
it's so
That sounds
fascinating.
like it mixes in with all of that.
The entire soundtrack is on YouTube. I even recommend listening to that if you don't play the game. It's just so cool. It's an ambient kind of alien world represented in audio pulses.
I love that. That's cool.
Yeah.
I maybe should check that out. That
Sure.
sounds like... I mean, oceans kind of scare me, low-key. Just, I'm generally concerned about being in the
Did
ocean.
you watch Spielberg's Jaws as a youth?
No.
I did, and that's why I'm afraid of oceans.
I'm just afraid of oceans because it's one of those things where it's the unknown. Growing up around shallow freshwater lakes, I could do the deep end, but
Like in a swimming pool?
or like in a lake, like in a deep lake where it just kind of drops off. But I know there's not a ton of wild creatures in there that want to get my ass.
But there's seaweed.
There is seaweed, and that does creep you out.
Get ya.
Oh man.
So yeah, In Other Waters, I think it's on Steam as well as... Here, I can tell you right now. In Other Waters is available on Steam, the Nintendo Switch, Microsoft Windows, Mac OS as well. So you can play it if you, I'm going to say it, have sold your soul to Apple.
Oh yeah, because monopolistic Microsoft is a much better corporation.
You know, I pick my battles, and this is what I'm not going to win.
This is how I pick the battle.
Yeah.
Fuck them both.
Oh, yeah, if only I could not spend money.
Right,
video
that's the thing.
games.
Like, I can choose, like...
Can I just send the money right to the developer? Like,
No.
Who put the code together? They get my paycheck.
I mean, like, in a sense, like, I don't care. I'm just getting a game, like an Xbox because I game on my Xbox.
Yeah, I get a Switch because I game on my Switch. There it is. That's all. It's.
I meant to say
pick
my
your
PC.
flavor.
I meant to say PC.
I mean, Microsoft PC. It's like
Right.
Xbox,
I have a PC
Game Pass
because
for PC.
I have a PC because that's where all the games are for me. That's the games I want to play. I mean, I guess I could have an Apple for audio editing, but I only do podcasts, and I just need Audacity, so it's fine.
Shout out to Audacity, free for life. Love that.
Yeah. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's free.
It's free and it works well.
It works very well. It does what it advertises.
Do you want to know what I've been playing, Dale?
I would, Faden. Faden, what game have you been playing?
I mean, I have told you, but I've been playing Phantom Brigade.
I love a good mech.
Man, ever since I started getting into original series Gundam,
Yeah.
it's like you're doing the white base thing, escaping the forces and doing hit and run tactics.
Hit and run guerrilla warfare.
It is a tactical turn-based mech game where you are this ragtag group of resistance against a fascistic force, I guess. It's very vague. It's not... I don't really care about the story that much. It's just a lot of fun to play. It's published by Brace Yourself Games. They think they made Rise in Industry, or it's like a city management game. It's like Rise of Industry.
Okay.
And they made Crypt of the Necrodancer.
No shit. I love that game.
Yeah, and Cadence of Hyrule. Also good game.
Cool.
So it's wild that they made this like really cool mech game, and they cite like Gundam MS-08 team as their big inspiration for this game.
I love that series.
Yeah.
That's probably my favorite.
That's your favorite?
My favorite Gundam.
My favorite, I think, is the original right now. I've only really seen 3.
It only gets better.
I've seen Iron-Blooded Orphans.
That one's good, too.
Witch from Mercury, which is good.
Oh, I should watch that one, yeah.
You should watch that one. It's good. I like it. It's dueling school.
Dueling school. Oh, great.
It sounds... At first, I was like, and then it really won me over.
All right. You should watch the one that's just like Gunpla, where they just build and brawl little robots.
Isn't that like SD? Or like...
No, that's totally different.
Oh, okay.
That's its own thing.
I don't know Gundam. Anyways,
SD.
but Phantom Brigade, it's really cool. You have to plan out your actions. Like, you choose, hey, this mech, they're going to run. They're going to shield when the enemy fires at them, because you can tell all the enemy's movements. And you just plan out every 5 seconds.
Oh, man.
This is, which is really cool. It's 5-second intervals. You plan it out. You hit execute, and the action goes.
Off to the races.
You can also hit replay, watch different things happen, like from different angles.
Okay.
It's very detailed. I feel incredibly dumb playing it. I feel like I can't explain it too well right now because I'm still learning. This feels like a game where you need to sink in like 20 hours to fully get what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Mostly I just focus on hit and run guerrilla tactics.
Okay.
I have a sniper who is constantly backstepping away from the enemies, stopping, taking some pot shots,
Ooh.
and nailing them. They have a good sniper, and they are
Nice.
just... deactivating mechs left and right. But then I have another person.
Concussive damage.
Yes. I have another trooper who just runs the other direction from the sniper and starts launching rocket launchers. And they get hit, like, halfway across the map. A lot of collateral damage. You don't want to try to destroy buildings too much because you're trying to liberate your own country.
Right. Save the good people, but destroy the bad people.
Right. You want to destroy the mechs, but you don't want to destroy people's homes. They need a place to live after you free them.
Obviously.
And I don't know if there's a mechanic, like, they'll be against you if you don't, or if you destroy buildings, if you just don't care.
Haven't got that far. One of my favorite mechs, it's just big shield and machine gun. Oh, man. You're a lot further than I am. I picked it up, too, because you were talking about how good it is.
It's so good. How are you liking it so far?
I love it. Feels like Into the Breach, but with 9 million more options to consider.
Yes.
And in the best way possible, too. I'm so excited to sink more time into it.
It's just so good. I love, like, in the world map, you have your little mobile base, which is just the white base.
There's that radar again.
Yep. Yeah, it has a radar.
Yeah.
You know what? This is the radar episode.
The radar episode. There it is.
There it is. Boom.
Does Bayonetta have a radar? In some... Anyway.
Not really.
No. It has a mini-map.
Like most games.
Yes.
Is a mini-map not just a slimmer radar?
Eloquent.
I love you.
I love you.
Phantom Brigade's good.
Phantom Brigade's good.
It's just good. I like customizing all the parts, changing the colors of the mech. I make sure each mech has their own distinct bright color.
Sick.
I want to start getting into, like, coloring different parts of the mech, different colors to, like, complement it, because right now I'm just kind of lazy. I'm just doing the monotone thing.
Yeah.
But I need to do just different color schemes. I'm kind of excited to get into the cosmetics aspect.
It's deep. I've toyed around. Just a tiny bit.
You have so many options in equipment, body armor, just like the chassis, everything. Yeah. Damn.
Damn, I think it's elevator pitch time.
It's time for the elevator pitch?
Oh, man.
So, here at Club Flashpoint, we do an elevator pitch, which was inspired by the story of how Kingdom Hearts got made.
It is indeed.
Dale's favorite game series, Kingdom Hearts.
Notable, the best iteration of Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Yes. Is Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time an RPG?
Okay, no. It's just an adventure game.
Right. Some people say otherwise, and I'm like, I don't...
No, it's an action game. Action-adventure game.
Anyway.
Item RPG. You get experience by items. Okay, get over yourself.
Dale.
Me.
Is going to have 30 seconds.
Only 30.
To pitch the concept of Bayonetta to a producer of some sort. I'm not going to name anyone specific anymore.
Okay.
Or this time.
Not this time.
I don't got anyone. You're pitching it to Steven Spielberg.
Oh, God. I'm ready.
On your mark. reason why Dale's doing this,
Yes.
my touchstone game.
Right.
We're gonna have a string of my touchstone games.
That's just because the calendar worked out that way.
This is how the calendar works out. We want to play some bigger games when we don't want to go camping.
Yes.
All right. On your mark. Get set. Go.
All right, Spielberg, think big. Big boobs, big legs, big guns, big everything. Big gods, big just it's going to be the biggest thing you've ever seen. Hair, big hair, surrounded by big energy of big women who are big and strong and burly, and it's just a beautiful, bodacious, bombastic bouquet of... I'm out of B words. But
Time.
It's so just big. The energy is big, and it's off the charts, and I'm here for it.
Now, I think I have a personal quibble.
Oh.
I don't think Bayonetta's burly. I wouldn't describe her as burly.
Did I say burly?
You said burly?
Okay, but here's my defense for that.
I would also say she doesn't have big boobs. Her boobs are normal size, too.
Honestly, they're small compared to the rest of her.
She has a big ass.
She has a huge ass.
Yeah.
And 5,000-foot-long legs.
Yeah, Platinum Games, developer of this wonderful gem of a game.
I still need to defend my stance for burly here.
Okay.
Before you get to Platinum Games.
Okay.
You know those big attacks where Bayonetta takes off all of her hair and a portal opens up and this huge, like, burly, meaty hand comes out?
But that's not her being burly.
It's a burly energy.
Okay.
Brought to the B word. What's a noun? It's brought to the boat.
Boat. Bayonetta's
That's
the most
what this is.
boat
This
game.
is the boat. Man, I was going for alliteration there, and I got most of it.
I think we can ship a Theseus this. So this is Devil May Cry, but better.
It is Devil. It absolutely is. Do you know why it is? It's Devil May Cry, but better because Hideki Kamiya is the director of the game.
Yeah.
And he got a chance to just do what he did, but better.
Do you know how Devil May Cry came about, too? This is an interesting lineage that's going to line up for next month.
I do know how Devil May Cry came about, and it is a picture that I showed you earlier in the month. Devil May Cry came about because Hideki Kamiya is just a badass and has been since birth. And the picture I'm showing Faden right now is a picture of Hideki Kamiya as like a 16, 17, maybe 18-year-old boy standing next to his mother, who's also very stylish too.
Yeah.
Definitely can see where it comes from. Hideki has slicked back hair, his true Yakuza perm going, and full flex. He's got the fade going. He's got the British flag, fingerless gloves, and full leather biker jacket.
It's so good.
He's smirking. He's like, I know I look good.
And it also came about because it was a Resident Evil 4 prototype that
Shit.
Oh, this is too action-y. We're going to try
this isn't scary.
turn this into something else.
Okay,
and that's how Devil May Cry came about, and boom, Bayonetta.
Oh my gosh.
Also,
and this is also relevant because next month,
yep.
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This is perfect because Kingdom Hearts was a fun action game.
Yep.
Bayonetta, I think, is a more streamlined version of the fun in Kingdom Hearts.
Hold on. It's a way better action game is what you mean?
Okay, fair. I will just say that. It's a way better action game.
It's a way better action game. I love Kingdom Hearts 2, but it has nothing on Bayonetta.
It's 2006. It was great. It has history.
Well, it's not that the fact that it's old. It's just like it has nowhere near the style that Bayonetta has.
I'm going to say zippers, and you're going to say okay.
Zippers? Okay. You're right.
Joseph Joestar, how did I know what you were going to say?
The zippers are cool. It does have style. But that's like comparing Pluto to Jupiter.
Okay. Pluto's cool.
Right.
Jupiter's cool, but bigger.
Jupiter's big. It's the coolest planet.
And that is exactly why Bayonetta is cool. It's the biggest
game.
Don't
kill Jupiter in Bayonetta. I recommend not doing that.
I don't kill Jupiter? Wait, what?
You can. You can accidentally blow up Jupiter if you fuck up in Bayonetta.
Oh. I know what you're talking about.
So, Platinum Games developed Bayonetta, and they'll do a string of action games that will never compare to Bayonetta 2.
Honestly, they won't. Bayonetta 2? Oh, I thought you said Bayonetta 1.
And Bayonetta 1. Bayonetta 1, it's amazing. Like, overall impressions. How'd you feel about playing? Oh, sorry. Bayonetta. This is my touchstone game.
Your touchstone game, yeah. Tell me about why.
It's something that over the years has evolved over time for me. Why Bayonetta is important to me. At first, it was like, oh, I've never seen anything in a game like this before. I played the demo for PS3 over and over and over again. And it's the part where you, like, fight angels in Bgure the first time, and then you fight the one angel on the bridge, and then you fight Jeanne in the throne room in the past.
Throne room, yeah.
And, like, as soon as I played that throne room scene, I was like, oh, the music's cool. The, like, screen filter's really cool.
Yes.
The battle's cool because nothing's better than fighting someone with your exact same moveset.
Powers, yes.
Oh my god.
It's a test of strength.
And it's like, oh, you're fighting for the witch throne. I'm just like, damn, I've never seen, oh, this is so cool. And it's like, and I'm like, it's also pretty, like, at first I'm not, like, really super phased. Like, I'm like, oh, it's really silly that she gets nude. Haha. And then as I, like, go through college and stuff, I actually play it for the first time. I didn't play it at all when I
just the
played
demo?
the demo. Just the demo repeatedly.
Okay.
And it was like, damn, Bayonetta is just so cool. And this is like kind of like a drag show, I'm realizing.
Yes.
And now, like, playing it again, I'm just like, I figured out why Bayonetta really spoke to me. And I'm like, I just kind of want to, like, embody some of her into myself. Like, that's like the type of, like, femme I want to take into me, like her sort of style. And I really love it. And, like, it was like, damn, these games are cool. They're really stupid sometimes,
it's
but
cool
they're
to be
cool.
hot.
And then I think about Bayonetta 3.
Oh.
And we'll save it probably for the end, but I get so mad sometimes.
Okay.
The dualities.
There's two Bayonettas inside you.
Bayonetta 2 is, like, in the top 5 my favorite games of all time.
All right.
Like, maybe in top 3.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
Ever.
Bayonetta 2, masterpiece. Don't use that lightly.
No notes.
Some notes, but not many, which is the point.
Yeah.
There's always notes. You can always do something
you gotta
better.
say something.
Yeah. So yeah, Bayonetta, really great. Also, I think it was a gateway to JoJo for me.
Oh, okay.
I
can see it.
It's just like the Vogue poses. It all has a lineage.
Yeah.
So how'd you like it overall?
Woo! Well, as a straight male, I had a really good time with it. I do have to say that. Yes, Bayonetta gets naked a lot.
Her ass is so lovingly rendered.
It probably has as many pixels as some of those enemies do.
Yeah. In college.
Yeah.
I was always told that she has more polygons in her ass than she does her face.
That's believable. I do believe that without a doubt.
Yep.
Another interesting feature of Bayonetta's physique I would like to draw attention to is
her burliness.
Her burliness, which is represented by her legs, which are 4 times, I'm not exaggerating, 4 times the length of her torso. It's incredible, and there are several moments in the game where she's crouching down, and she just looks like a spider. It's hilarious.
Yeah, let's talk about Bayonetta as a person and design right away.
She is the embodiment of fashion, high fashion, super, just as stylish as you can be at all times.
But it's also mixed with BDSM and kink.
Totally kinky.
It is like, because her outfit is kind of like this. It's almost like a catsuit.
A little bit.
Catsuit. I can't remember. There's so many names for those latex suits. Which one? Zentai is full body. I think catsuit is head open.
Okay.
I'm just talking out of my ass, really.
because her hair is what makes up her outfit. So she
has a beehive like style hair. She has a beehive bun.
Yeah. That is just full of demonic energy.
Yeah. Her hair is her clothes.
It's so cool.
And her hair is her means of summoning demons from Inferno.
Yes. And these demons kick fucking ass.
She wears glasses because she's also a horny librarian type. She's very much a mommy.
Is that why?
I think so.
Okay.
She's kind of she's like a posh mommy dearest sort of
yeah
high society.
I'm going to step on you.
Right.
And you're gonna want me to.
She steps on many enemies.
She steps on.
It's a signature move.
Yes, it is. She steps on many allies too.
Yep.
Or at least one.
Yes. She's voiced by someone who well, okay. So short controversy. Voiced by Helena Taylor. A lot of weird stuff has happened with that.
True.
There's a whole bunch of things. Doesn't matter to get into it, really. Basic highlights is voice actors should just be paid more in general, regardless of anyone's political views.
Yeah, that's the takeaway from it.
That's just the ultimate takeaway. She makes the voice of Bayonetta. She truly does.
Pay your talent.
Right. Pay your talent, even if she has repugnant political views. Like, yeesh. Replaced by Jennifer Hale, doesn't do a great job in 3, honestly.
Oh, no.
There's just such a sense of, like, it's posh, but it's also very vulgar.
Oh, okay.
Like,
a different kind of.
In Helena Taylor. No, like, in the original performance of Bayonetta, it's like, don't fuck with a witch.
Yeah.
Or...
It's...
There's so many...
It's time to go zoom!
It's time to go zoom! And she shoves her middle finger into the ignition of a motorcycle.
Yes.
It's like, that is lost in 3.
Oh, it's not as profane?
It's not as profane and it's not as sexy.
Okay.
Yes.
Bummer.
But enough about 3. 1, how do we...
1, we should just talk about the story. 1 opens up with a 10 out of 10 combat action scene. I just had my yell moment. I saw the peak go.
It is a 10 out of 10. It's like you're falling on a broken clock tower.
Yes, and you're clinging to the pieces as they go, and you're just shooting and fighting and break dancing and kicking and shooting. And
Bayonetta's with her friend Jeanne.
Yeah.
And they're like...
Back to back,
they go back
kicking.
To back, and it's just an army of angels, and set to some just
some of the most intense, like
yes. So the music is
some of that.
It is the era of epic choir music starting to kind of get bad.
Yeah.
But Bayonetta's does not do that. I honestly don't think so. It's like, it understands the melodrama behind music like that in the same way John Williams did for Star Wars, where it's like, of course I'm going to do like epic choir music. Why the fuck not?
Why not? Yeah.
This is the height of melodrama.
Oh shit, we're going to get copyright striked.
Eesh. Pulling my collar as I'm thinking about the music we have in all of these episodes.
No, we're fine. We don't sell these.
It's fair use.
Yeah.
Shrug.
Anyway.
Yeah. Opening sequence, very good. Also, the opening sequence where Bayonetta pretends to be a nun. The second opening sequence.
The real, not real, but second.
The present day one.
There you go.
Because the falling clock tower one has the old timey filter on.
Yeah, so you can tell by the second opening that that was probably a flashback.
Right. Or you can even kind of tell like in the beginning too. It's, pretty good visual storytelling.
Yeah. Visual cues.
Yep. If you watched movies.
I've seen one.
I've seen 1 or 2.
Only 1.
Oh yeah, is it your shirts movie?
Have you seen 2 movies?
I hate to break it to you, I've seen 3.
Wow. I've only seen Doctor Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
Anyway.
I got it.
Bayonetta's a nun. How do we feel about Bayonetta nun mode?
Bayonetta nun mode is good because it's like, what is this? This is not the person I just was. It did it, and then it's kind of like implied, Bayonetta's in this coffin, Bayonetta's dead. And then it's like, no, someone else is dead. They're burying this.
Yep.
And then here are the angels. The angels are coming for the dead. And then Bayonetta is like, throw off the coif.
No, she doesn't throw off anything. She
just
sets the
kicks
book
ass?
down, starts kicking ass. Angels pierce her clothing off.
And that little Enzo guy's like,
Yeah, let's talk about Enzo. Her What, My Cousin Vinny companion?
Oh yeah, big wannabe Joe Pesci energy.
It is big wannabe Joe Pesci energy, but the voice actor brings it enough that it works.
It's pretty good
Because
it's
he
pretty.
is such a shitbag.
It's a Scorsese character.
Yeah, so Bayonetta is, I think, a reason probably why it speaks to both of us is because we love movies.
Yes,
and it just does big movie tropes. There's a black exploitation character in Rodin.
Rodin is so perfect. He is the forger of all of the weapons, and he every time you bring him some pieces to bring a new weapon, he's like, "All right," and opens up the portal to hell. And then it's implied that he's like beat the shit out of demons to get this for you.
Yeah,
comes back, he's like, "That wasn't easy, but."
Slams down a shotgun.
Slams
down a katana. Slams down a whip.
I think this is a great time to ask, what was your favorite weapon? What is your favorite weapon?
My favorite weapon is the katana.
Yeah. That was one I used a lot.
It's just really good. It's very versatile. I really don't like the weapons as much as I do in 2. There's some things I'm
There's
just
some
like...
better ones in 2?
The whip is way better.
Okay.
The whip is like, it feels similar at first, but it's so slow and limited in this game. I really wanted to love the whip. I do like the guns. The guns is just
guns
good.
Are fun, yeah.
Like you could play the entire game with the starting weapons, which is just we didn't describe her guns. Bayonetta has 4 red guns, 2 in her hands, 2 on her feet.
And she has those at all times, regardless of what other weapons you pick. And they're given to her by Rodin at the very beginning. And he's just, this is after he's thrown so many other pistols from this coffin that was not actually a dead person, but actually had a bunch of guns in it.
Yeah. During the opening cutscene, she's just yelling, "Guns!"
Yeah.
Guns!
He keeps throwing more. She keeps shooting all the bullets.
Yep. Doesn't reload, they just throw more guns.
Yeah.
You could have just brought magazines.
Honestly.
But it's cooler with guns.
Too much effort to reload. Yeah. Just throw me more guns.
Then finally throws the lollipop and she catches it and just like sensually puts it in her mouth. It's very good.
We need a moment to be sexy.
Yeah. What's your favorite weapon?
My favorite weapon is the claws. Lightning and fire.
I didn't like those that much. I wanted to, too.
Really?
It just didn't feel good in my hands.
Maybe I felt like it was a little bit of the easy mode too, because they are, to my taste, they felt really powerful, and like I could hit some high damage combos pretty successfully with them.
I felt they were hard mode for me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
So I don't know. Just
they had some really
to
good like witch finishers with the. They turn into like this giant lightning claw or like this huge flaming uppercut. It was really cool.
I really like the shotguns too.
I feel like there was one I missed because there was a disc I didn't complete.
There's a lot you missed.
Oh,
like you can play a chapter 100 times.
What?
And then you get a new weapon. Yeah, complete the game on hard mode. You get a new weapon. Like there's a ton of weapons.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's like cannons. They're, I think, called Lieutenant Kilgore or something like that.
Lovely.
And they're just like massive. Like it almost looks like modern like bazookas.
Okay.
Just blast them.
Recoilless rocket launchers.
Right, pretty much. There's a lot of weird weapons.
Wow. I'm gonna keep playing that game though.
So the general story of Bayonetta is she doesn't know who she is.
Yes, lots of amnesia.
She lost her memory. And
she gets little bits and pieces of like, oh, I woke up and killed some things, I think. But that's only after really people start helping her.
Right. She also gets visions from this weird dude who's constantly going, "The eyes of the world."
Yeah, and the weird dude keeps talking too.
Yeah.
Like, to her. After the visions happen, almost. Sometimes.
Mm-hmm. He seems to chime in and activate her a little bit more.
Yeah,
too.
Weird.
Anyway, so Bayonetta has one eye of the world.
Yes, which is, it's the little gem, right? At the beginning?
Right. It's the gem. She has it like in the center of her outfit is...
It's a crescent moon.
It's a crescent moon, but do you know what it is? It's like a makeup thing. What are they called?
A compact?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like a compact mirror. Is it just called a compact?
They abbreviated to compact, yeah. Compact mirror is what it is, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Compact mirror is like ATM machine, huh?
Right.
A little
or
bit.
pin number. Or lol out loud. LMAO my ass off.
So we meet Luca in all this mix, who has an amazing entrance. How would we describe Luca?
Luca is a twink.
Is he?
He's kind of twinky. His legs are also about 4 times as long as his torso.
He's also fuckboy energy.
Oh, okay. True. Like, I'm here to do what I want. It's my way or the highway.
Or more just like he's constantly just trying to get laid.
I thought, no, he's out for revenge.
Well, that too. He wants 2 things, but his entry scene is the being chased by the police, falling or like stopping when he sees a pretty lady.
Did I miss that?
I don't.
No.
It's the very beginning.
I just maybe have forgotten.
Probably forgotten it, but he's like, and then like flirts with her, and he's like, I gotta make my escape. Walks backwards, falls onto a table and breaks it, hops back up like nothing happens, holding a rose, and gives it to her. And grapples away.
I do remember that. Yeah, he's got the little Spider-Man hook.
Yeah, he has a grapple hook. He's hunting Bayonetta because he believes Bayonetta killed
his father.
Yeah, Bayonetta killed his father. We come to find out, no.
Spoiler alert. That's why you're here, though.
But yeah. So Luca has a whole story of revenge. Bayonetta goes around, fights a few angels. Let's talk about the angel introductions. One of the thing I love about this game.
That's pretty good, yeah.
Anytime we see a new angel in a cutscene, there's like a choir music that hits.
We get these great heavenly god rays.
Yep.
And then the angel is spotlighted and presented in a catalog of enemies.
Yeah.
And it gives like the realm of heaven they're from.
Yeah, it's like 3rd sphere, 2nd sphere, 1st sphere.
And then their name. Jubileus, which is like the final boss.
Or like, I love most of the names are like temperance, compassion,
harmony,
kindness. Yeah, it's all
accord.
It's all these like heavenly concepts and principles.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And
Judgment.
Beating the fuck out of it.
Temperance, tempora.
You throw it on the ground and step on its head.
And like the book cover is really cool too. It's this like angelic like
oh yeah, it's so like closes every time.
Yeah, it's so good every time.
Very cinematic, very theatrical.
Well, it just like has the book closing is so good. I don't know why, I just love it. And every game has like a new form of it too, because like there's different realms that happen. So the Inferno enemies, they have their own chaos like evil book.
Ooh.
And their evil music.
Spooky.
Yeah. And the 3rd one has some stupid technology scroll thing. I don't know.
Oh.
Anyway. Nah, I guess sorry. No, it'll just keep coming up every so often.
I guess you're gonna keep burping up that 3.
It's gonna keep happening. It's right there in my head.
Yeah, that's what gets us length in this podcast is you talking about the 3rd game.
That's how you get a 5-star runtime.
Yeah.
Bayonetta meets a little child named Cereza.
Yeah, what the fuck's up? Cereza's got the same hair as Bayonetta. What's going on? I don't get it.
And she has a little doll called Cheshire, and Bayonetta calls Luca Cheshire.
It's weird, and she's got like the same glasses almost, except no, never mind. She just wears glasses.
She just wears glasses, similar glasses. She can also see angels and stuff, which Bayonetta has to like go into the angel realm in order to fight the angels and see them.
Oh, that's a cool thing we should talk about. There's like the 3 realms, and Bayonetta traverses the 3. There's like heaven, hell, and limbo, and Bayonetta exists primarily in limbo.
Yeah, Paradiso and Inferno.
Oh, that's what it is. Paradiso Inferno.
Yeah.
And do they call it something crazy like Limbimium?
No, I think they call it. Isn't it Purgatory?
Purgatory. That makes sense.
That's
the more biblical
or
word.
chaos. It depends on the game, kind of too. The mortal realm.
In the first one, the mortal realm is different than Purgatory.
True, that's true.
Because when you're in Purgatory, you can like see the mortal realm as a shimmery thing, but you don't interact with it directly.
Right. Yeah. When Bayonetta goes into the Paradiso realm, all the civilians on the street are just like these translucent shadows.
It's pretty cool. You can like walk up to it and say, "Oh, this is a guard of like the whatever industrial complex is nearby." What's up with that?
It's really cool.
One of the first opening scenes in the game too is the giant ritual sacrifice happening on the fucking warship airplane. Remember that?
Yes.
That was a good, just like, what's going on here?
Yeah, what's happening?
Why is it? And then the plane starts crashing out of the sky and comes back as a level in the game where you're playing on this. You go back to that plane a lot in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this game. This is a good game. You knew I'd like this game.
We throughout all this also meet Jeanne.
Yes.
Who
the foil.
Saw her in the beginning of the game. She knows Bayonetta. She has all of her memories.
Yes.
She's also working for the bad guys right now. We get one of my favorite sequences in the game. As I described in the demo, fight for the Umbra throne, where you also learn how to like moon jump.
Yeah, it gives you the tutorial for walking on the walls.
Yeah, when the full moon's out, you can walk on walls, which is a cool little thing.
Yeah, it comes up.
I mean, it's not like a systemic thing where you can do it like the clouds are going by at intervals. It's just like in certain sections, but I still like it when it happens and it changes the perspective.
Yes.
And it flips things around.
It's a very fun concept.
That effect is cool.
In the elevator, especially near the end.
Yes.
Very good.
Every fight with Jeanne in this game is like what I want from action games. They all have amazing music.
Yes.
Like every time. It's also different music every time.
And it takes place in a very cool theatrical setting where like things are happening dynamically around you.
You're going to love Bayonetta 2 when you play it. Holy shit.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Jeanne fights are really good, especially the last one where you're fighting around with the missiles flying and everything too.
Riding missiles, hopping from missile to missile.
And she's like a white panther.
Yes.
Because she's in her white outfit.
And then she lands and she's naked.
Jesus.
If I were a teenager playing this game, I would
You'd be
lost
destroyed.
My mind would have melted.
You would have been lost to society.
Yeah, full degenerate Dale.
You need to enter your degenerate era.
Oh boy, here we go. I'm just gonna start being sexy all the time.
No, degenerate. Sexy and just mean and evil.
Evil.
A dirtbag.
Just no.
You need a dirtbag phase.
Oh shit.
You got the look. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I knew you'd start spouting bullshit the moment I saw you. You got the look.
You got the look.
God, I need a crossover between Bayonetta and Jack Chaos.
Just Jack Chaos. Give us Jack Chaos v Bayonetta.
I think that's the only person that could romance her.
Yeah. Interesting
theory. Unfortunate. You know, it's possible. In a multiverse, it could happen. Jeanne stuff's great. I love Jeanne.
Yes.
She's also not as like, she doesn't remove her clothes like Bayonetta does, but she's also very sexy too.
She is. Yeah. She's got this red, but sometimes white.
It's kind of like a latex suit.
Yeah.
It
polyester,
kind of, but also,
sheening.
It also looks like a dress kind of too, especially the way she has the white scarf.
Yeah,
or the white like
nice.
It's not even a scarf, muffler.
Maybe because it's just like the wraparound, right?
Yeah, it's just the wraparound, and it's like some white minx or something. She
she probably killed him herself.
She probably killed the minx herself. Yeah. She motorcycles.
Both of the women do. It's so good.
It's time to go vroom.
It's time to go vroom.
The lines are great. This is like a cheesy action movie.
In the best ways.
It's taking the right like inclinations of just going for it. There's a scene where this one giant angel is just talking to Bayonetta.
Yeah.
And she's just like, well, I feel like a fucking celebrity
around
here. And a bus crashes in front of her. And the angel thinks the bus crushed her and goes, ha 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 ha. And she's just like flying, like riding another angel and just like, I'm fine.
Yep.
It's just shit like that where Bayonetta will be really cool, and there'll be something that kind of deflates it, but she's still on top of it.
Yeah, she's not owned.
She's not owned. You're
never owned.
She's never owned. And that's kind of like also the kink part of it, too. If you technically play Bayonetta right, using which times to dodge enemies' attacks right before they hit you, you shouldn't be touched.
Yeah, you never get hit in this game if you do pure platinum.
Right. Bayonetta does not allow touch without her consent.
That's true.
And so, like, I think that's just, like, something interesting. And all the torture attacks, it must be said, which are special abilities, once you have a full bar of magic,
you can unleash the demonic, kinky hell.
Yeah.
It starts out by just, like, stepping on people, which is like, okay, that's still kinky.
It's kinky.
And then...
Yeah.
And then we ramp up to, like, stretch racks.
Yep.
Iron Maidens.
Yep. Horse.
The torture horse.
Chainsaw?
Just
one of them is just a
great,
chainsaw.
And you just get to keep the chainsaw.
You keep the chainsaw.
Yeah, it's a free chainsaw. Free chainsaw for you.
You just like cut that angel in half.
Yes.
There's one thing I don't like about this game. When you do like big actions and it's like button prompt for the climax, you can never get the max amount.
Yeah, I'm exhausted by the end of it.
It's impossible. And Bayonetta 2 fixes that.
There should be a push and hold.
No, it like makes it so easy. You only have to press a few times and it's max in Bayonetta 2.
Oh.
It's amazing.
Very nice.
I don't have to work as hard. It's so good.
Yeah, whenever I was like, okay, here comes the finisher, I would like prep myself and then get my pointer finger ready and just go brrr, as fast as I could.
Yeah, that's another part of the combat we should mention. Every like boss battle, every big angel fight, Bayonetta has a climax attack.
Yes. Which is exactly as sexy as it sounds.
Yeah, it's where she will have the least amount of clothes because she'll just have like a wraparound that covers her nipples, that covers her vagina.
And she's got like sometimes this little V kind of like French bikini style connected kind of something. It's almost there.
It's a very horny game.
Yes, it knows what it's going for.
Right.
And it gets there.
And it
got me there.
And she'll summon a giant monster, usually like this T-Rex thing.
It's like a worm, W-Y-R-M, worm thing with many teeth and gnashing claws. And then,
it roars like a T-Rex.
And then there was one that was like the sea spider that crawled and ate a boat. It was so good.
That sea spider one's good, where this like it just like makes a web in a whirlpool.
Yes! Oh, I love that. And then there's the big worm, YRM, that like wraps the thing up and constricts it to death.
Crushes it. Yep.
There's a bird, a giant bird, big raveny demon hell,
and just like starts ripping apart.
Oh, that one's good. And I liked the one. My favorite was the volleyball finisher, I think, with the golem, where it's just like set, spike, serve,
miss,
and
then beat the shit out of it with like a punch rush.
Bajillion punch rush, yeah.
It's so good because the hand looked disappointed, like, fuck.
Oh man,
we missed the spike.
Now we gotta kill you.
Now we just gotta punch it. There's a question I have.
Okay.
Can something be made with the male gaze so hard that it wraps around to being feminist?
Maybe.
I mean, not really.
Not with this developer team, I don't think. Is Team Little Angel like run by horny men or? Well,
clearly. Clearly, this game has proven it's run by horny men. Like, this is like, it sometimes feels gross, but a lot of times it doesn't. It just, the way Bayonetta carries herself, her sexuality is just a part of her in a way that I find is really good. It's not ashamed of itself.
No,
I think that's what,
not in any way.
If it had like the kind of like, oh, we gotta like cut away, we can't linger too long on her being this nude.
Oh no, they don't at all.
And they don't. It would be bad.
Yeah.
It'd be bad because it'd be like, oh, we can't really show you. That's what Bayonetta 3 does.
Oh, really?
Yup, it's the desexifying of Bayonetta.
Interesting.
And so it makes it just all weird then. That one makes me feel gross. I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't be enjoying this
like,
as much.
Why am I watching this? This is like, this is a private moment. Whereas Bayonetta's like, all right, now it's time to fucking die.
Yeah.
Full Norse berserker, evil, demon, death. It's so good.
Yeah. How did you like the escort missions with Cereza?
I didn't hate them, but some of them went on for a little longer than I think I would have cared for.
Yeah, she's just a bit too slow.
That was the biggest
If she
complaint,
moved quicker,
yeah.
she'd be fine.
Or if you could pick her up.
Right.
Yeah.
That would be good. But for the most part, I never had an issue where she, like the barrier broke.
Right.
She was never taken.
No. Just because we're good gamers.
We're just so good.
Yeah. What was your highest rank?
What do you mean?
Like trophy at the end of this is a question for the end of the podcast, I guess. But
like my total?
Yeah, when you at the end of the splash screen, what kind of trophy?
Silver.
Silver, nice.
What'd you get?
I should mention I did play on easy difficulty.
I played on normal, which is really hard.
Normal is tough.
Normal's really hard. I'm not bad at Bayonetta, and I had a hard time.
I should also say that I am aware that on easy difficulty, there's an item in my inventory that makes it easier for me to string together combos.
That's still good. That's fine.
I know that was there. It's fine. I'm sure whatever, if you want to get good me in the comments.
No,
we don't have that kind of crowd,
no. We don't want to cultivate that. Don't say shit to us.
Yeah, you can't knock my confidence.
Well, yeah, you're here to have fun and see it's style.
Guess what? I had so much fun. It was so stylish. But I did get one platinum trophy. Never a pure platinum. Though.
Nice. I've never gotten a pure. Oh, like ever.
No, I've never okay, on a chapter I would get a pure platinum,
but never for
never for an overall whole mission.
Like for a subsection, like a verse.
Yeah, for a verse, that's the word.
Right, because every chapter is broken up by verses.
Yeah, so I never got a chapter.
Like a biblical passage.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's great.
Come on, Catholic boy.
I see it now. This is God's message to me. It's time to be sexy.
I do like how if you don't look around, you won't do all the fights. And seeing all the fights you miss in the black dots.
I found that to be interesting too. There's some things that you can avoid if you want to, or perhaps you need to go get everything. You're one of the completionists. It's there for you.
Yeah. So to kind of finish out the story, we learned that the Cereza that Bayonetta's escorting is like a past version of herself.
Yeah, the young version.
Right.
With like the purity and innocence of a child.
Right. And the man that speaks to you is your father, Baldur, who is the last of the sages.
That we see in the flashbacks.
Right, because there are witches and sages, and they used to be in harmony until a war broke out, and almost all of them died, except for one of each,
yeah.
Or, two, I guess, for the witches.
Oh, true.
Yes.
Because the Umbra.
Right, because Jeanne and Bayonetta.
Yeah. Weird that Baldur is like a CEO?
Yeah, Baldur's like a CEO of some like faith-based corporation.
Some sort of megalithic, yeah.
And
he's freaking Joel Osteen.
Yeah, he's Joel Osteen but who's ripped.
Yeah, surprisingly.
Like we don't see his abs per se, but like he's built. He's like lean and strong.
Little beef boy.
Little beef boy. Yeah, that's how I describe Baldur. Baldur has a Phantom of the Opera mask.
It's pretty nice and tropey.
Yup, and giant peacock wings, like in the back whenever he does his big angel moves.
Yeah,
I love that so much.
Everything about the finale is flashy because the finale essentially starts with the missiles. I would say. Yeah,
like you're riding missiles.
Riding missiles into this building. You collide with the building, and then you're ascending the tower.
Again.
Fight Jeanne again.
Yep.
You beat her. You think she's dead.
You think you killed her.
That's right. Yeah, it's like finally I've beaten this person who's caused me so much strife, but was my sister, partner, friend
/ lover.
Lover.
So Luca,
not sister. No, sister's
not sister. Reading. So like Luca throughout the story is like kind of hitting on Bayonetta, but at every moment Bayonetta just like rejects him. There's like a point where he like reaches out to like catch her or something, and she just like flies right by him, and it's really good. But she keeps using him like as a babysitter.
Oh yeah,
for Cereza.
Keep watching Cereza.
Yep.
Luca comes in kind of clutch at the end, doesn't he?
Yeah, kind of, but he does because he saves Cereza a ton.
Yeah,
like he's the reason why Cereza stays alive. Luca also wants to confront Baldr because throughout the course of the game, we learn Bayonetta didn't kill Luca's father. Angels did.
Angels did, and angels are here because of Baldr.
Right, and Baldr, like, had Luca's father killed because Luca's father was onto stuff.
Yeah, like, hey, Baldr's actually going to bring up about the end of the world with this
Right.
eye shit.
Yeah.
Maybe this is not good for we the people.
Yeah, Baldr has the left eye.
Yeah, and the right eye is Bayonetta's.
Yep.
She just is the right eye.
Right.
It's
Well,
not.
she has it.
Does she have it, or
Yeah.
does she be?
She was the carrier of the right,
and
because
it absorbs into her. And
right. The right eyes are the eye of darkness left by the witches.
Yeah.
Left eye of light for the sages. We could be getting the left and right mixed up. Either way,
Not important.
not important. One is the other.
There's no symbology. There's no
Right.
symbolism.
Right.
Symbiosis.
One side has the light one side has the dark one.
Yeah.
The light one wanted both because they wanted to revive their creator.
Jubileos!
And it's the specific creator of Paradiso itself.
Yes.
So it's not like the maker of everything, technically.
No. It's
But
just
it
the
is
architect of heaven.
The maker of heaven.
Yeah.
Which is cool. So you just kill God, basically.
Pretty much.
Bayonetta beats her father, who looks like he kills Luca, but he doesn't.
He doesn't. Everything's okay.
Luca always survives.
Yeah, he's got that cool grappling hook.
Right. Yeah.
You can't die if you have something like that.
Right. You always catch yourself.
Right.
Bayonetta's like, yeah, I did it. And that, like, changes the timeline, too, for some reason.
Somehow, we go back
It gets really weird. This is where the story, I just is like, all right, I guess this is happening. And, like, Baldr getting his ass kicked by Bayonetta changes how the timeline works. And so now Bayonetta loses and is in the eye of the Jubileus statue.
Jeanne comes back.
Yeah, Jeanne comes back as the Jubileus statue is launched into space. The skyscraper turns into a rocket and launches.
And you're gonna go reset the solar system. It seems like maybe even the universe itself.
And you get this great sequence where you play as Jeanne, and you're like running up this rocket.
Yes, dodging debris
Right.
left and right,
jumping right before it decouples each stage.
Yes, that was so much fun.
And you're in space, and you save Jeanne. Like, does everything to save Bayonetta. It's like kind of wild, like how like
Jeanne saves the world.
Jeanne saves the world. This is where like the chemistry really sinks in for me, because like all the Jeanne stuff is like Bayonetta and her are constantly touching.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a lot of physical contact between them, where Luca doesn't have that at all with Bayonetta.
Nor does really anyone else.
Nobody else.
Yeah.
Like Cereza does, but child,
right?
Yeah.
2 rules: no children, no crying children,
no crying babies,
and what was it? No crying babies and no spiders, and a crying baby spider would be truly terrifying.
Yes. Bayonetta's so good.
Yes,
she plays tsundere.
Oh, to the nth degree.
But not with Jeanne. With Jeanne, her defenses are completely down at all times. Jeanne's the only one that can get one up on her. Jeanne's the only one that can save her.
That's a really good
and
observation.
And in Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta's the only one that can save Jeanne.
Oh, the roles come back.
Yeah.
To the reversal.
Yep. They both save each other constantly. That's their story.
Nice.
And I like that. Sorry. That's their story in Bayonetta 1 and 2.
That's their story in Bayonetta 1 and 2, which is where the series ends, as we all know.
As far as I'm concerned, that's where it ends. Yeah, and then Bayonetta, you fight Jubileus. How was the Jubileus fight for you?
It was okay. I don't want to say that I was tired by the end of it.
How was it getting sucked into the black hole? Did you never have that happen?
I don't think I ever got sucked into a black hole.
It's an insta-kill.
No,
and it kept happening for me.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I did like going between the different, like, Jubileus would create the lava, and you have to go jump on the lava.
You would have, like, different areas of battle.
Yeah.
The snow area.
It was okay.
It does go on a little too long.
That's kind of how I felt, too. It was...
And it just feels like, I feel like they don't have scale right, because Jubileus is huge.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just hard to navigate around in a sphere.
Yeah.
It's a weird battle.
Yeah.
But
it was epic.
But
it was epic.
But then you summon Madame Butterfly, and she punches Jubileus.
Yeah,
and you have to control Jubileus, dodging all the planets.
Don't hit a planet.
Don't hit a planet.
Don't do it.
Did you hit a planet?
I did once on accident. Yeah.
Yeah, and
I think I hit Neptune.
Oh, nice. I the first time I've ever played, I hit Earth on purpose just for fun.
Sick. What happens?
It's just the same thing that always happens. She basically uses the planet as like a rope in a boxing ring and rebounds.
Here we go. Yeah. That was good. It's like wrestling.
But yeah, you punch her into the sun.
And then that's it.
And
she burns up to a crisp.
That's not it too, though. What happens next is the statue is like falling and you have to break it with Jeanne.
Oh yeah.
And like you and Jeanne are like, they go back to back again too. And they're always
beating the shit out of it.
And then beating the shit like, stick with me. If you stick with me, we'll survive. Mm-hmm. Re-entering atmosphere.
Yeah.
And then we get a scene where Enzo and Rodin are burying Bayonetta.
Again.
Well, not again. She was the nun the first time. It was Rodin being buried.
I guess we didn't really know, yeah.
But this time we do know it's Bayonetta being buried.
We know it's Bayonetta being buried, but there's a white nun again.
There is a white nun again. Oh, it's Jeanne, and the angels are here, and then Bayonetta comes
and then
out.
Bayonetta's not dead.
She's not dead.
It's
yay! It's good.
And then the end credits were interactive. I liked that. I liked
like the vignettes of like short battles.
Yeah.
And then we get treated to "Let's Dance, Boys."
Oh fuck yeah!
And Bayonetta just starts dancing.
Oh my god! My question to you.
Yes.
Per gamer law.
As
we all know, if you do better in a game, you get to see more nakedness of a girl at the end. Is there something if you pure platinum everything?
No.
What about if you enter Justin Baker or whatever the freaking Metroid thing is?
No, not that either.
Let's Dance Boys was pretty good.
It's good.
It's just disco music. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, there's always a Let's Dance.
Okay.
In every game. I don't hate the third one. I'll even say that.
Wow.
So how do you also feel about so we haven't talked about the music yet too much. The very specific thing that's very important about the music.
Yeah.
It's one of its themes. Fly Me to the Moon.
Yes.
Great rendition.
Very good rendition.
It's such a good version.
It's sexy, it's sultry.
Yep.
It's like also poppy. A little mysterious and poppy too.
Yeah. There's a remix of Fly Me to the Moon. It's just so good.
Which is so relevant because the moon controls your umbral powers.
Wouldn't you want to know something?
Every
do. Bayonetta game has a remix of a moon-based song.
Oh. Is there Blue Moon?
Nope. Bayonetta 2, Moon River.
Okay, nice.
Amazing. That one's the best one. Bayonetta 3, Moonlight Serenade.
Also
really good.
I love Glenn Miller.
Right. But that version's also actually really good. I really like that version. Also very sexy. All of them are very sexy.
Understandably so.
But also I really like its other main theme, Mysterious Destiny. It's the other vocal theme that plays when you're in combat with angels mostly.
Music's good. I like music.
And the music in Bayonetta is great.
It is. It's very representative of an epic kind of moment in Gothic history, represented by kind of the obsession with memento mori and like sin and punishment, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that is true. I'm sorry. I was like, at first I'm like, where is he going with this? What's about to happen here?
Sometimes I start a sentence and I don't know where it goes, and I just hope that I find it along the way.
That's just living life.
Yep. My notes ended at the motorcycle scene.
It's time to go.
It's time to go Vroom.
That's such a good scene.
It is. It was just, and it leads into this really fun highway bike moment.
It
goes on for a little while.
It goes on for too long. That's the issue with some of these.
Those gimmick moments.
Moments.
I didn't like the artillery blasting one. Where you're like,
I didn't like that one either. I didn't like the boat one either. Much, or not the boat, but the piece of wood you're standing on.
Right, surfing and fighting the boss.
They actually kind of redo that in 2.
Oh, better?
Better.
Of course.
The solution is make it shorter and make it more epic, is really the solution.
Good solution.
Though I do like the part where you're in the whirlpool of that, and you're going around. That part is good of that fight. I just don't like the intro part.
Mm-hmm. That goes on forever.
Do you have any favorite lines?
It's really hard to beat Don't Fuck With a Witch.
Don't fuck with a witch is really good. It's her catchphrase, I think.
Yeah, that's probably peak. It's time to go Vroom. I think we've come to a lot of here.
One of my favorites is a Rodin one. There's a really bad one very early in the game that's so off-putting that Bayonetta does, where she tries to speak like Ave.
Oh,
and says a really dumb, racist statement.
Lingo. Yeah, I remember that.
And it's pretty racist too.
It is.
But that's the only instance, which is kind of wild. I mean, like Rodin kind of is low key that because the lineage,
exploitation. That's what it comes from.
But I do love this line of his. The Book of Revelations is going to look like Mother Goose.
That's pretty good.
This is good. I feel like a fucking celebrity is another one of my favorites. It's just, It's so good, that whole scene. Yeah. Favorite boss fight?
The first time you fight the 3-headed thing, the 3-faced with like the dragon that comes out of its mouth. The long kind of tentacle thing.
Yeah.
The first time you fight that is a lot of fun. I enjoyed the running up the tentacle and dodging the spirit attacks and then standing there and doing the epic slice it in half with I don't know.
She acts like she has claws.
Yeah. It's so good.
I think my favorite is the boulder fight.
Okay.
It feels nice. I love the boulder fight.
It's a good lead up to the final boss.
I mean,
it's almost a better final boss.
I do love the Jeanne fight though. The Battle for the Umber Throne music is too good.
Yeah.
It's really good. It's very minimalistic too compared to the rest of the game.
There's a more sense of urgency to it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just playing in my head right now and I'm just smiling. So should we get into some questions? I think we probably said everything we can say about Bayonetta.
We have.
Oh, no wait.
One more. There's always one more.
There's one more thing. Fuck Bayonetta 3 making Bayonetta 1 and 2 separate universes and not a continuation. It makes zero sense. I started replaying some Bayonetta 2, watching some cutscenes, and I'm like, this game only makes sense if Bayonetta 1 has happened. What is going on here?
Oh, man.
These can't be separate stories.
No.
Man. Anyways, questions?
Yeah.
We only got 2 questions, that's okay. It happens. It's going to be a light question episode.
Yeah.
I could have probably prepared a quiz, but that's too much work.
Yeah, this will just be a light episode.
This will be a light one. So, first question comes from Hilver. Always a relief, Hilver. Thank you for asking questions.
Thank you.
My question / confession is, despite really liking Devil May Cry, the game's style and the witch time mechanic, I have given up on playing through Bayonetta multiple times. What games that looked great on paper didn't hit for you?
Centennial Case.
I
should go back because I do still. It's not like
try it and maybe not on a time frame.
Yeah, not when I'm like I have to finish it in a month
and feeling frustrated because you don't understand its logic too, which it has a weird logic.
It has a weird logic. Yep.
Man,
when love dies, that's another one I should just play. And that's not one I didn't like stop playing because I didn't like it. I just stopped playing because there's too many games.
Yeah. Is there one that you've played that you just didn't jive with and you tried multiple times, though? I know there's games that I've done this for, is the thing that bothers me.
Yeah. Satisfactory.
Okay.
Every time I go back to that game, I just want to build a pretty factory, but then I remember that I get stressed out by not being efficient. And like not maximizing the output of whatever and doing the math.
Yeah.
It's so much math. I can't do it.
I figured out mine. Moonlighter.
Oh, bummer.
On paper, it sounds perfect for me. You run your own shop of items you gather.
From the dungeons you explore. I keep picking it up multiple times and I just don't have fun. I don't have
fun. It's not even... It just feels so, like, you can manipulate it so easy. It's so easily, like, broken in a way.
I never found that. It felt chory to me.
It's both. Yeah, it's both. The dungeon crawling doesn't feel that great, honestly.
That was my biggest frustration, too. The weapons weren't crispy. They weren't... They felt too clunky, and, like, I can't effectively deal with some of the things here because maybe I'm Johnsing this one.
But my thing is it meant to be that way?
Oh, I don't know.
But also I should maybe be able to hire an adventurer to come with me or something. And they do more damage to me because that's their job.
Or it cuts.
I don't know. Maybe if I go back to it, I like it. But I think I kind of given up on it. I've tried so many times.
Yeah.
I've literally fallen asleep playing that game on my Switch. It's just so dull. It's so dull.
I think I could probably also say, I was going to say Minecraft, but that's not fair. I just can't play Minecraft anymore because I played it for way too long in high school.
Yeah, that's different because...
That's different.
Yeah. You were able to get into it.
I've had my fun with Minecraft.
And I am done.
I'm done. I had another good one. I think Transistor.
Oh.
I have tried... Because Transistor is my jam with art style, with music. That game just drips style.
It just has no story.
The combat is very weird.
Oh. I love the combat.
I feel like if I spent some more time to learn it, I would have more fun with it.
I could teach you.
Okay.
I'm pretty good at it.
But yeah, I love the style and world of that game. But
it's kind of like Phantom Brigade, actually, if you think about it that way.
Okay.
Where you plan out your actions.
And slow down a little bit of
You never want to not do the slow down. You never want to do live.
Oh,
there's your issue.
There's my big issue.
There's your big issue. You always want to stop time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I could get into that.
Maybe you could get into it now that you know. Yeah, you can't play it like as if it's like an action like game.
Okay.
It's weird. Because it feels like you should be able to.
It feels like you should be able to, yeah. It's by that studio.
It's by the people who made Bastion.
Yeah.
Hades.
Okay.
Cheery, my co-host on Snake Way, which everyone should listen to, is very fun.
Shout out to Snake Way.
Dale, you should listen to it.
I should.
Best finisher. And so I want to go, what's the best finisher in Bayonetta for you?
For me?
Yeah.
It was the pain horse. I'm a straight male. It's really sexy.
Okay. Do you want to know what my favorite finisher is?
Yeah.
For me, it was the pain horse.
Okay.
It's really good. So, to describe it, there's this angel character, the angel enemy.
Hope.
It concerns me that you're able to recall that one's name.
Hey, it's the sexy one.
Mm-hmm. And so Hope,
I'll be honest.
Hope fights like Bayonetta.
Very
too.
similarly, yeah.
Very
it's one of the
similar.
endgame enemies.
And they'll have...
Another reason too, because I fight it near the end.
Right. And also, yeah, sure, okay. They also have her weapons, Bayonetta's weapons. They'll use swords or whips or stuff. It's actually really interesting. But if you do a torture attack on them, you summon a pain horse.
A medieval torture device.
Right.
Which is a angular. If you don't know what it is, it's just an angular box.
It's basically like an evil pentagon.
Yeah, it's just like a knife wedge.
Right, and they would just have people sit on it.
And split them in half slowly, and they would die.
Yep, miserably. So the angel likes it though.
Yeah, the angel's really into it. Also, Bayonetta ties her up in a Japanese kink wrap.
Yeah.
And we get this nice zoom in on the breasts as they jiggle.
It's real wild. It's so funny.
It's in good taste.
It's not. It's really good though. It's
over the
peak
top.
Shamelessness.
Yes.
It's wild, and then she explodes
into a billion bits of gore
because she orgasm, moan loudly,
comes too hard.
Yeah, comes into oblivion.
Happens to the best of us.
It just happens. Jesus. And that's it for questions. Like we said, light. Dale, what are we playing next month?
Next month, we're playing a real fun one. A game that I've touched, but never completed.
But never stoned.
No, I've never stoned it.
This is another of my touchstone game, keeping up my streak.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, Resident Evil 4.
Excuse me.
Yeah, hold on.
Resident Evil 4.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm very excited for finishing this game because I've played it. I've played probably the first chapter of it, maybe?
Yeah.
Up to when you get Ashley? Is that when you...
Second.
Maybe the first beats of the second chapter.
Right.
But that's it. And then I just... Too many games. Also, I was a young teenager, and I think I got bogged down by the item system, which I am now more excited for than ever because it's just a mini game.
Yeah.
Just have fun with puzzles.
Just in time for the remake too, which I am currently playing.
Actively. Didn't I hear that you actually almost finished it?
No.
Maybe?
No.
Oh no, that was Bayonetta 2.
That was Bayonetta 2. I almost finished.
Yeah, that's better.
Yes, that's yeah. It's going to be an interesting month because I'm also probably going to play Resident Evil 4 many different ways.
Resident Evil 4.
Like I said earlier, check out Snake Way. Imagine snake noises or something, or Dragon Ball noises, or noises like that. It's just snake ASMR. But also we have a bonus episode coming soon, if not out already, for Snake Way, where reoccurring guest star Jake McCaskill and I talk about season 1 of The Last of Us.
Woo!
A show that's so incredibly mid.
Oh.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's The Last of Us, whatever. Who cares?
The last of them.
Pedro Pascal is daddy. That's really
That's
takeaway.
the takeaway. Well, we knew that already.
We did know that.
Yeah. Daddy's a state of mind.
You can give us a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts. We would love that.
That would be much appreciated. Support the cause.
If you do a funny 5-star review, I will read it at this point. Haven't gotten one yet, but the offer's out there.
Yeah.
Try to be funny.
Make Faden say words.
Words.
Yeah. I think it's time to go eat some pizza.
Oh, fuck. I'm so hungry. Are we ready to get out of here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's
wrap it up, fam.
See you next month? Yeah, that's
I'd
right.
love
That
to.
should be our sign up, right?
See you next month? I'd love to.
Well, I mean, just like see you next. Yeah, like in general, because we're monthly.
That's it. Yeah, talk to you next month.
Like all good things, we're monthly.
Many mumbling mice go making midnight music by the moonlight. Mighty nice. Amazing. Oh, choir.
Oh, musical theater.
Yeah.